Yo, what's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are having a good day. Today I'm gonna be doing a post commentary on this gameplay, and dude, off rip I get ran over. I don't know why the door just wasn't opening. This happens all the time with my Call of Duty. At least I have to like repeatedly click the button so something can happen, and it's not my controller because I play with the same controller in other games like Madden and shit, and it works perfectly fine. And talking about Madden, I have some really good news. I obviously don't want this channel to get repetitive and playing the same video games. I did download Madden NFL 21. It's been a while that I've been trying to get into football, but it's just very overwhelming to really get down everything of a sport. But I was like, hell nah, I'm gonna do it. I have to be scared. So I downloaded Madden 21, and it was a steal, dude. I got the Superstar Edition, and it was like 65% off. So it went from like $75 to like 29 something. They didn't even charge me taxes, which is really freaking dope. And also something else that I want to say is thanks to everyone that has showed support to the channel. I actually gained a subscriber, and also my most recent video did really good. I wasn't expecting that type of turnout. I've been on the consistent 10 plus views even when I leave and come back, so I appreciate that very much. Shout out to the homie Jake. I see your comments every single time, bro, when I post a video. And I appreciate it, like always appreciate it. And some backstory on Jake: I started working for Starbucks 2018, I want to say, and my first ever Starbucks, I live in South Central, yo, and my first ever Starbucks was, I worked all the way at Culver City, and it was such a drag and such a fucking, it's a drive, and with traffic, and it could be draining and stressful. But dude, Jake was one of the first people ever, like in Starbucks ever, that I openly told that I did YouTube on the side, because I was just embarrassed about it. I'm a very shy guy, dude. You gotta get to know me. Well, Starbucks actually broke me out my shell, but back to the topic. Jake was the very first Starbucks partner, co-worker that I ever told about my YouTube little hobby that I had and how much fun I had doing it. And dude, ever since the man found out about it and we spoke about it, he's been on board forever. So Jake, thank you so much, man. I really do fucking love you, bro. I know we don't talk as much, but I do follow you on Instagram, and I know you know that. And I saw that you got into Long Beach. I'm super proud of you, bro. You keep doing great things. You're meant to do great things, man. And remember, Jake, stay hydrated. So something else I've been doing besides just, the regular gaming, I've been expanding on my movies. I've been enjoying the Disney movies. I want to expand on my Disney movies. When I was fairly young, or not fairly young, dude. What the fuck? Why am I trying to make this a fucking story? I'm about to start. I'm just kidding. Now let me slow it down, not tiger. That's not even a tiger. That's a horse. But let's keep it going. Okay, seriously. Breathe. I get this spur of energy when I'm talking to you guys. It feels good, man. I enjoy doing this. But something else that I've been doing is trying to connect with my Disney movies. I don't know why I've always had this like bias that I don't like Disney movies without actually trying them, and I don't want to fall into that. I want to broaden my horizons, experience new things. And I started with Moana, dude, and I'm so happy I started there, because Moana by far is one of my favorites, not just in the movie itself, but the soundtrack. It's so good. I love it when I'm hitting the meanest of bicep curls and the dips, and I'm touching my toes when I hit the squats, even though I know that doesn't make sense. But I love it when I hear, I've been staring at the edge of the water longest I can remember. It's like a surge of dopamine and crack at the same time, just hitting my brain and the tip of my tongue, dude. And then when she goes, oh my god, and when the grandma, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it out there, the grandma does some things to me that shouldn't be done, but I feel like it's just the message behind the grandma, that support system that everyone needs in life. The grandma kind of resembles that for me. She kind of tells Moana, like, don't forget about that voice inside you, don't forget about the dreams, don't forget about who you are. I know there's a lot of expectations, you being the chief's daughter, they expect you to rise into becoming, the leader. But when you hear that voice inside that's kind of pulling you away from that, don't be afraid from it. It's just who you are. And some people are not going to understand that, but that's just who you are, And I love that. And after Moana, I expanded to The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I'm going to keep it a buck with all of you guys, was a movie that I kind of was scared of when I was younger. That's why I never watched it. It just creeped me out, the animation. I don't know, it was just weird for me. But as a 22-year-old feeling mean and rugged, I wasn't scared. I say that so proud, but fuck it. I wasn't scared of it, so I gave it a try, and it was a really good movie. I liked the message behind that one as well, which was, try new things. It's gonna be different, and you know what? Actually, let me rewind a little bit. Rewind. If you guys know that reference, I'm gonna get to it. But with The Nightmare Before Christmas, I can relate to it in the sense of, feeling depleted, feeling worn out of the same things, and only being known for that one thing you're really good at, becoming so accustomed to doing the same thing over and over and over. And it's great. It's great. It's great because you'll be good at it no matter how many times, no matter how long you have to do it. You will exceed expectations in that one thing. But that shit becomes tiring, and you want to try new things. And if it's different, change is always scary. Not all change is going to be beneficial, and that's just the ways of life. That's why change is scary, and people like to fall into that same routine. But you got to expand, you got to live. You're doing yourself so wrong if you don't experience some change, because that's part of life, that's part of living, experiencing new experiences, experiencing new feelings, new tastes, new everything. So don't be afraid to dive into that. And like the movie showed, a lot of people were not okay with it. A lot of people were like, what, he's going crazy, what is he doing? And he's and it's because they don't understand that you're more than what you have right now. It's great, be appreciative, be grateful of what you have right now, but it's okay to want a little more, because you deserve that little more. And if it's a little more, or if it's a lot more, you fucking go for it, full head of steam, and have that self-belief, and you'll be great at it as well. And I fucking love that movie for that too. I did the songs and the soundtracks didn't really captivate me, but it's because I feel like I really, I probably should rewatch it again and see if that changes. But overall, it was a great movie. Then after that one, I watched Up, and holy motherfucker, I'm hitting my little dance right now. God damn. That thing, it had me so fucked up, dude. I was so broken hearted. But, that movie showed me that change, once again, change is a topic in all these movies, and I feel like that's what I got from it, because for me, change was, for a very long time, a scary thing, guys. That's something that I don't know if I've admitted in any other video, but change, for some reason, I always attached it to something negative, and I was always afraid of change. And I feel like that's what I get from most of these videos, and that's what I look for. And movies, dude. And also, like, in that movie, he lost the love of his life, which is a really sudden change, a heartbreaking change, but the message that the wife always told him, like, have your own adventures. I might be gone, but you're still alive, and if you can't do it for yourself, do it for us. And I feel like that's what the adventure book represents. It's kind of like the wife saying, I know you've loved me for all this time, and I know you still do, but don't let that keep you away from life. Don't let that keep you from living and experiencing new things and loving life for everything else it comes with living. It obviously brought him the love of his life, but it brought him the kid. Doug was his name. Doug, yeah, it brought him Doug, the dog, and then I fucking can't remember the fucking little kid's name, but it brought him, and he was able to go to the Paradise Falls, I believe it's called, and experience that journey, the ups and the downs. And look, at towards the end, he was so grateful for it, and everything that he thought he hated because of the trip, he learned to love. And another heart-warming lesson is, shit is gonna be tough, guys. We make mistakes, we lose things that are out of our control, and we like to get really down on ourselves, but there's so much more, there's so much more. And when we have those setbacks, trust me, I'm very hard on myself. When we have those setbacks, don't let those setbacks ruin all the progress you've made.
it's hard, it's easy to give into that mistake and say you're a piece of shit and this is why you're not changing and this is who you are and this mistake is why you are the way you are. But no, guys, don't forget about all the progress you've made. Life is a roller coaster, and we all know this is a paradox. It's the Pandora's box, dude. I don't know why that came to mind right now, but it's Pandora's box, and it's filled with catastrophe, but also with beauty and euphoria. And us as individuals, we are put into this life to live, and within that living, we're gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna find out things we don't like about ourselves. But those things we can either accept or change. You know, that's just the way it is. And you know, if you make a mistake and if you have a setback, remember, take it easy on yourself and look at all the progress you've made. You've come a long way, boss, ma'am, queen, king, lover. Ooh, I'm about to start kissing on the mic. But yeah, man, don't forget, love yourself. It's hard, and it's hard. It's very hard, but baby steps, yo, baby steps, baby steps. And last but not least,
Be advised, enemy team is tracking your location. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover.